Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about something profound. When God wants to make a man powerful, he doesn't simply hand him power. No, it's a process, a journey, a transformation, and like anything worth having, it takes time, effort, and trials. It's through this process that a man learns, grows, and becomes someone who can handle the power he's destined for. The power of patience is one of the most essential virtues when God wants to make a man powerful. It's often said that good things come to those who wait, but in reality, it's not just about waiting passively, it's about actively preparing yourself during that waiting period. Patience is a process of growth, a refining fire that burns away our impulsive tendencies, our desire for immediate gratification, and our frustration when things don't go according to our timeline. When you're being called to something greater, patience allows you to develop the wisdom necessary to handle the power you seek. Imagine a man who is granted power without having cultivated patience. He may rush into decisions, act impulsively, or lack the foresight to see the long-term consequences of his actions. In contrast, the patient man waits, observes, and learns. He knows that power comes not in an instant, but through endurance, through learning from each experience along the way. In those moments where it feels like nothing is happening when you're doing everything right, but the results seem far away, patience teaches you to keep moving forward, one step at a time. It's during this period that God is preparing you, giving you the time to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. It's like planting a seed. You don't see immediate results, but over time, with patience and care, that seed grows into a mighty tree. So it is with your journey to power. Patience also allows you to remain calm in the face of adversity. In a world that often values speed and quick success, patience is a rare quality that sets truly powerful individuals apart. While others may panic, rush, or give up when challenges arise, the man who has mastered patience can weather the storm. He understands that every challenge is a stepping stone toward his ultimate goal. He knows that setbacks are temporary and that perseverance will bring him through to the other side, stronger and more prepared than before. Lastly, patience strengthens faith. When you practice patience, you are not just waiting for circumstances to change, you are trusting that there is a divine plan at work. You believe that God is aligning things in the right way and in the right time. This trust is key because it prevents you from becoming discouraged or losing hope. Instead, you keep going, knowing that the power you seek will come when you are truly ready for it. When God wants to make a man powerful, he doesn't remove the obstacles from his path. He places them there to mold him, to test his resolve, and to sharpen his abilities. The struggle is not a sign that you're on the wrong path. Rather, it's an essential part of your journey. Far too often we view struggles and challenges as barriers to success, but the truth is, they are the very things that prepare us for the power we are meant to wield. Struggle is a great teacher. It forces you to stretch beyond your comfort zone, to develop new skills, and to dig deeper into your own potential. When things are easy, you don't grow, you remain where you are. It's in the moments of hardship when you're confronted with failure, disappointment, or pain that you are truly tested. And through those tests, you develop the mental and emotional fortitude that you will need when power is finally placed in your hands. Think of any great leader, any person who has made a lasting impact in history. Their stories are not filled with ease and comfort. They are filled with struggle, with overcoming adversity, with facing challenges head on. It's in those moments of hardship that character is built. Without the struggle, they wouldn't have the depth of wisdom, the strength of spirit, or the resilience to lead effectively. Embracing the struggle means shifting your mindset. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me, ask, what is this teaching me? The struggle is a sign that you're being prepared for something greater. Each setback is an opportunity to refine your approach, to learn patience, to develop a stronger work ethic, and to build resilience. It's a chance to fortify your character and to prove, both to yourself and to God, that you are capable of handling the responsibility that comes with power. Power that comes without struggle is fragile. It lacks depth, but power that is forged through struggle is unshakable. The man who has embraced his struggles, who has learned to overcome them, becomes a beacon of strength for others. He understands that life's difficulties are not punishments, but stepping stones to greater things. By embracing the struggle, you position yourself to emerge stronger, wiser, and more prepared to lead and make an impact. When God wants to make a man powerful, he often starts by humbling him. This may seem counterintuitive. Why would humility, a trait often associated with meekness and lowliness, be a foundation for power? The answer lies in understanding that true power comes from within, and it's through humility that a man learns to control his ego, serve others, and ultimately wield power wisely. Humility is a safeguard against arrogance. Without humility, power can become dangerous, leading to self-importance and a sense of invincibility that can cloud judgment. When a man is humble, he understands that power is not about him, but about the greater good he can serve. He realizes that his strength is not just in his own capabilities, but in recognizing the value and contributions of others. A humble man seeks to lift others up rather than asserting his own dominance. He understands that leadership is not about commanding others, but about inspiring them, guiding them, and helping them reach their potential. God often humbles us before granting us power, because he knows that without humility we would misuse that power. The humbling process may come in the form of failures, disappointments, or even the stripping away of things we hold dear. These experiences are designed to teach us that power is not about external achievements or possessions, but about internal growth. When a man is humbled, he becomes more empathetic, more aware of his limitations, and more open to learning from others. This makes him a far more effective and compassionate leader. Humility also keeps you grounded. As you rise to greater levels of influence, humility ensures that you remain connected to your roots, to the people you are meant to serve, and to the values that guide you. It reminds you that power is a privilege, not a right, and that it can be taken away just as easily as it is given. When you lead with humility, you earn the trust and respect of those around you because they know that you are not seeking power for selfish reasons, but to make a positive impact on the world. Persistence is perhaps one of the most critical qualities a man must cultivate when God is preparing him for power. Power does not come overnight. It is the result of long-term dedication, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to one's goals. Persistence is what separates those who merely desire power from those who are truly destined for it. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when the road seems too long, the obstacles too great, and the rewards too distant. But it's precisely during these moments that persistence is tested. It's easy to stay committed when things are going well, but true persistence shows itself when you face setbacks, failures, and discouragements. The man who continues to move forward, even when the odds are stacked against him, is the one who will ultimately prevail. In the process of becoming powerful, you will encounter challenges that test your resolve. These challenges are not there to stop you, but to build your endurance. Persistence teaches you to keep going, even when the results aren't immediately visible. It's about trusting that every step you take is bringing you closer to your goal, even if you can't see the finish line yet. This kind of persistence requires faith in the process, faith in your process, faith in your own abilities, and faith that God is guiding you towards something greater. Persistence also strengthens your character. Each time you push through a difficult situation, you become more resilient, more determined, and more capable. It's through this repeated process of facing and overcoming challenges that you develop the inner strength necessary to handle the power that is coming your way. Remember, persistence is not just about the final destination, it's about who you become in the process. One of the most important lessons on the path to power is understanding that power is not about authority, it's about responsibility. Many people think that power is about having control over others, about being able to tell people what to do, and having your way. But the truth is, real power comes from taking responsibility for those around you, from serving others, and from using your influence to make a positive difference. When God prepares a man for power, he teaches him that power without responsibility is dangerous. A man who seeks power for the sake of authority is destined to misuse it, because his focus is on his own gain rather than the well-being of others. True power lies in the ability to lead with integrity, to make decisions that benefit the greater good, and to take responsibility for the impact you have on the world around you. Responsibility means understanding that every action you take has consequences, not just for yourself, but for the people you lead and influence. It's about being accountable for your decisions, owning your mistakes, and doing what is right even when it's difficult. A man who seeks power must first learn to shoulder the weight of responsibility, because power is not about exerting control, it's about being entrusted with the lives, hopes, and dreams of others. When you focus on responsibility over authority, you become a leader who inspires trust, loyalty, and respect. People follow you not because they have to, but because they believe in your vision and your commitment to their well-being. And power, in this sense, becomes a tool for positive change, not a means of domination. And that is the kind of power that lasts. Before God grants a man power, he works on his character. Why? Because power in the hands of a man without a strong moral foundation can be destructive. True power is not about external achievements, wealth, or titles. It's about who you are at your core. It's your values, your principles, and how you treat others when no one is watching. When God prepares you for power, he ensures that your character is solid enough to handle the responsibility that comes with it. Character is the cornerstone upon which power is built. Without it, power becomes hollow, fragile, and dangerous. You may gain authority and influence, but without character, it will be short-lived. People will follow you out of fear, but they won't respect or trust you. Real power, the kind that endures and makes a lasting impact, is built on a foundation of integrity, honesty, and accountability. One of the most important aspects of character is integrity, doing the right thing, even when it's difficult, even when it costs you something. A man of integrity doesn't compromise his values for temporary gains. He understands that power is not about winning at all costs, but about staying true to his principles no matter the situation. God works on a man's integrity before giving him power because he knows that power without integrity is dangerous and can lead to corruption and self-destruction. Humility is another key element of character. When you have humility, you recognize that you don't know everything and that you have weaknesses like everyone else. This self-awareness makes you more open to learning, to listening to others, and to seeking wise counsel. A man who is humble does not let power go to his head. He understands that his power is a gift, a privilege, and not something he is entitled to. Humility keeps you grounded and ensures that you use your power for the benefit of others, rather than to feed your own ego. God also refines your patience as part of your character. Power requires the ability to wait, to endure, and to trust the process. Without patience, you might rush into decisions, make impulsive moves, or force outcomes before their time. Patience allows you to take a long-term view, to trust that things will unfold as they should, and to resist the temptation to control everything. It teaches you to be calm under pressure and to make decisions from a place of wisdom rather than anxiety or fear. And lastly, God works on your sense of responsibility. Power comes with great responsibility, and before you can be entrusted with it, you need to learn how to take ownership of your actions and their consequences. Responsibility means understanding that your decisions affect not only you but also those around you. A man with strong character doesn't shy away from difficult choices or try to shift blame onto others. He owns his mistakes, learns from them, and does whatever is necessary to make things right. In the journey toward power, God shapes your character through trials, setbacks, and experiences that challenge your values and principles. These moments are not meant to defeat you, but to refine you, to make you stronger, and to prepare you for the weight of the responsibility that comes with power. When your character is solid, you can wield power in a way that uplifts others, serves the greater good, and leaves a positive legacy. So remember, before God gives you power, he works on your character, because it is your character that will determine how you use that power. A man of strong character does not abuse power. He uses it wisely, with care, and always for the benefit of those around him. Only then can power be truly effective and enduring. One of the most important lessons in the journey to power is learning to trust in the process. When God wants to make a man powerful, he doesn't reveal the entire path all at once. There are twists, turns, delays, and detours along the way that can be confusing, frustrating, and even discouraging. But what you have to understand is that everything happens for a reason, even when it doesn't make sense in the moment. Trusting in the process means believing that each step you take, whether it feels like progress or not, is part of your growth and preparation for what's to come. The process is where the transformation happens. It's where you are shaped, molded, and refined. Often we want power and success right away, but there's a reason why it doesn't come immediately. If you were given power without going through the process, you wouldn't be ready to handle it. The process is what equips you with the skills, the resilience, and the wisdom to wield power effectively. Every challenge you face, every delay you encounter, is there to teach you something. Whether it's patience, humility, perseverance, or faith, The process is preparing you for the responsibility that comes with power. Trusting the process means letting go of the need to control every outcome. As human beings, we often want to plan everything out, to know exactly how things will unfold, and to have immediate answers. But the truth is, life doesn't work that way. Sometimes you have to move forward without knowing the full picture. You have to take steps in faith, trusting that God is orchestrating everything behind the scenes. This can be difficult, especially when you face setbacks or delays. But those moments of uncertainty are where trust is built. They teach you to rely not on your own understanding, but on something greater, on the divine plan that is unfolding in your life. Another key part of trusting the process is understanding that growth takes time. Just like a seed doesn't become a tree overnight, you won't become powerful in an instant. Growth is gradual, and it often happens in the unseen moments when you're facing struggles or when things seem stagnant. The waiting period is where your roots are growing deep, where your foundation is being strengthened, so that when the time comes, you will be able to handle the power that is given to you without being shaken. When you trust the process, you develop resilience. You understand that setbacks are not permanent, that delays are not denials, and that every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Resilience allows you to keep moving forward, even when things aren't going as planned. It helps you maintain focus on the bigger picture, even when the details seem unclear. This resilience is crucial because power comes with its own set of challenges, and only those who have developed inner strength through the process will be able to handle it. Trusting the process also builds faith, not just in God's plan, but in yourself. As you go through each challenge, as you overcome obstacles and push through difficulties, you start to see your own strength. You begin to realize that you are capable of much more than you initially thought. This self-belief, combined with faith in a higher purpose, creates a powerful foundation that can carry you through any challenge that comes with wielding power. Ultimately, trusting in the process is about surrendering to the journey. It's about accepting that the path to power is not always linear or easy, but it's always purposeful. Every experience, every lesson, and every struggle is preparing you for something greater. When you trust the process, you release the anxiety of trying to control everything, and you allow God to guide you, knowing that the timing, the challenges, and the outcomes are all part of a greater plan for your growth and success. So as you walk this journey, trust that everything is unfolding as it should. Know that the process is as important as the destination, and that through this process, you are being prepared for the power and responsibility that awaits you.